Strengthening Faith 43. In a long narration found in Jami' at-Tirmizi, number 2616, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, described some important deeds which Muslims must strive to perform. The Holy Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, described fasting as a shield. In another narration found in Sunan ibn Majah, number 1639, he explains this further by advising that fasting is a shield against fire, just like a shield protects a person in a fight. This could mean that fasting is a protection against the fire of difficulties one faces in this world, and the fire of hell they will encounter in the next. In addition, fasting is a shield against the disobedience of Allah, the Exalted, as the Holy Quran has declared fasting a means to obtaining righteousness, and an aspect of this is refraining from the disobedience Allah, the Exalted. Chapter 2 Al-Baqarah, verse 183.
O you who have believed, decreed upon you is fasting as it was decreed upon those before you that you may become righteous.
But it is important to note, fasting acts as a shield as long as one does not damage their fast through evil speech or actions. This has been indicated in a narration found in Sunan and Nasai, number 2235. It is why the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, has warned the fasting person not to behave indecently or quarrel with others in a narration found in Sahih Bukhari, number 1894. The Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, has warned in a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmizi, number 707, that Allah, the Exalted, does not desire one to leave their food and drink if they fail to abstain from foul speech and actions. This behavior clearly contradicts the aim of fasting. In reality, a fast should affect every organ of one's body, not just their stomach, by safeguarding them from sins. A Muslim should therefore fulfill all the etiquettes and conditions of a fast by fulfilling their duties and abstaining from sins, so that they can implement this behavior all year round, even when they are not fasting. This is a real fast which leads to piety, and a protection from the difficulties of this world and the fire of hell in the next. The next thing mentioned in the main narration highlights the importance of the voluntary night prayer. This narration indicates that it erases sins just like charity does. The voluntary night prayer has countless virtues. For example, a narration found in Sunan and Nasai, number 1614, declares that it is the best voluntary prayer. The night is when Allah, the Exalted, descends to the heavens of this world, according to his infinite dignity, and invites people towards his forgiveness and mercy. This is confirmed in a narration found in Sahih Bukhari, number 6321. No one will have a rank higher on Judgment Day or in paradise than the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, and this rank has been directly connected to the night prayer. This shows that those who establish the night voluntary prayer will be blessed with the highest ranks in both worlds. Chapter 17 Al-Isra, verse 79.
And from part of the night, pray with it, i.e., recitation of the Quran as additional worship for you. It is expected that your Lord will resurrect you to a praise station.
All Muslims desire their supplications to be answered, and their needs to be fulfilled. Therefore, they should strive to offer the voluntary night prayer as the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, has advised in a narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 1770, that there is a special hour in every night when good supplications are always answered. Establishing the night prayer is an excellent way to prevent one from committing sins, as it helps them to avoid pointless social gatherings, and it protects one from many physical illnesses also. This has been advised in a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmizi, number 3549. One should prepare for the night prayer by not overeating or drinking, especially before bed, as it induces laziness. One should not unnecessarily tire themselves during the day. A short nap during the day can help with this. Finally, one should strive to obey Allah, the Exalted, by fulfilling his commands, refraining from his prohibitions, and by facing destiny with patience according to the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, as the obedient find it easier to offer the voluntary night prayer. Another thing mentioned in the main narration under discussion is that the central pillar of Islam is establishing the obligatory prayers. Establishing the obligatory prayers means to fulfill all its etiquettes and conditions correctly, such as offering them on time. It is the most important obligatory duty on each Muslim, and without it, success in this world or the next is virtually unobtainable. This has been made clear in many verses and narrations of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, such as the one found in Jami'a number 2618. It clearly warns that establishing the prayers separates belief from disbelief. Those who fail to establish the prayers are at risk of leaving this world without their faith, which is the greatest loss. As Allah, the Exalted, does not burden a person beyond their limits, no Muslim has an excuse for not establishing their prayers. Chapter 2 Al-Baqarah, verse 286.
Allah does not charge a soul except with that within its capacity.
Failing to establish the obligatory prayers while claiming to try one's best contradicts this truth. And there is no doubt that the Holy Quran is the truth. As the obligatory prayers are the central pillar of Islam, it indicates that if one fails to establish them, their house of Islam will collapse, irrespective of what other good deeds they do. The obligatory prayers cannot be replaced by any other deed or internal belief. In fact, the obligatory prayers are the most important practical proof of one's internal belief. Without this practical proof, one is unlikely to obtain success in this world or the next. Chapter 20 Taha, verse 14.
Establish prayer for my remembrance.
And chapter 20 Taha, verses 124 to 126.
And whoever turns away from my remembrance, indeed he will have a depressed, i.e. difficult life, and we will gather, i.e. raise him on the day of resurrection blind. He will say, My Lord, why have you raised me blind while I was once seeing? Allah will say, Thus did our signs come to you, and you forgot, i.e. disregarded them, and thus will you this day be forgotten.